So what? Do you like my Bliss? Go on, ask her a question. Alright, Bliss, what's more real? Matter or information? Matter is a catch-all that describes an illusion. The reality is but an emanation of mathematical rules. Particles are mathematics. It's all information. Ken puts his hands around his head, widening his eyes, and pretends that his skull is exploding. She's brilliant. What is it like to be an esports player? As in good or bad player? Well, you need to be a bit of a machoist. Masochist. When the pain is at 10, it's like being operated on without anesthesia. At 15, some players start tripping when the endorphins kick in. I can go as far as 19. It's hard to describe. Heaven, hell, both at once. They say Peter Crash Kites can go up to 20 thanks to medication and some other wizardry. Me, I like to feel everything. It turns me on. You seem to know yourself pretty well, kiddo. You're honest. It's impressive. You can lie to others, but not to yourself, Chief. Listen, I see this whole Gamedec thing really interests you. Would you like to hear more about this job? Sure, Chief, I'm all ears. I guess I'll listen too. Bliss? Well, it has no benefit really. No pension, no vacation, no sick leave. When there's work, you make money. When there isn't, you starve. Sounds wonderful. That's because you're young. But sure, have a go at it. Just remember what I told you, because what seems wonderful at first might turn out to be a completely different kind of wonderful. But it's better to try and find out, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Let's have a drink. I'm not sure if I can drive my Fumobile here after all those drinks. Every time. You can crash. You can stay here for the night, Ken. Thanks. Something told me you would offer. I hope I can spend the night. On the sofa. Ken finished talking before I managed to cut in. On this comfy sofa. Should I turn on the guest settings? On this comfy sofa. Ken finished talking before I managed to cut in. With every new day comes new challenges. Ken wanted to meet and talk about his case. We hadn't discussed the time and place though. Let's sense him. Is he still here? No answer. I wonder if Bliss knew anything. War City, my police. Time to face reality.
Alright, look. Here's the deal. My friends thought it'd be fun to jump into this stupid world, and now just everything's gone wrong. I think one of them might be dead, and I'm stuck here.
Oh.
Please come and get me. I'm in twisted and perverted.
Did she try to contact us actually? Interesting. That's all we know. Who may have had different information? Well, more than one. We didn't get that last bit though. I got a text from Ken. Hi, no idea why you turned off your walk tail. What are you, Stegosaurus? Let's meet at Yeti's coming tonight. It's low, really late. Low. The roof of Undercity. I'll be waiting for you. I came across something interesting, but no point talking about it now since you're not there. See ya. I don't know what he meant by saying that my walk tail was off. He could have just sent me but sent a text instead. It was strange. Why would it be off though? Mono vision.
Breaking news.
My name is Gina Gore, and this is the latest news. This is what I was waiting for. Outrage at the Nest Foundation. What? The founder of the organization, Annette D., is suspected of forcing children into slave labor? This has been Warsaw City News. Are you serious? Oh, that just... oh. Bliss control panel. She's the apartment AI. Nothing new. Computer. As usual. Let's check the mail. Open the mail. As usual, the computer recognized me. Professor Locke. Bob Zappa. That's Zappa. I don't think we met a Professor Locke. Professor Locke. Dear Madam, if you're interested in my research with more than misguided politeness, I didn't read on. I sent a polite reply to the tune of duty call, time is short, and wish him all the best. Open the Bob from Bob. The email from Bob. My life has completely upended. I'm unable to look at my wife after all this. We'll probably split up. I regret ever meeting you. How do you game deck type sleep at night? Oh, that's a question to ask your wife, not us. Harvest time. Cheryl wants you to take it upon yourself to wear the stars symbolizing your commitment to High Rock community. They're waiting for you. If you don't show up around town within the next 3 days, your star will be forfeit and the inhabitants of the High Rock left inconsolable. Your cows are crying. Rancher, we didn't even get cows. Your uncle is turning over in his grave. Rancher, we're writing out of concern. Your uncle left you a form. No, spam. Twisted and perverted. What's next? Hello, killer. You visited the exclusive Actors Avenue. You should know that our game has hundreds of locations just as exciting. Stop by Prostitute Lane, visit the Square of Pimps, immerse yourself in the murk. It seems you've yet to drive any of our cars, meaning you've got to wreak havoc on Death's highways that run between districts. Do it. Embrace your inner savage and visit us again. Let's leave. Let's save. I'm so upset. I knew it was the sheriff, but I feel like Daphne tries to look at the good in people. Well, she has to be concise in what she knows. Protecting me in my apartment. Go to Low City. Oh, that's the distance. Apartment, Low City. Also, because we are in High City. Meet with Ken near the Yeti's Coming bar. Captain, the case can't be. But it is Corn, the boy, with all due respect, these speakers don't make the same mistakes. Well, this one did. If that's true. Do you realize what kind of position that puts us in? And normally, we get codex apparently for these conversations. Which would be where we are in William. Is there also a city? No. Trainer, technology. Guess not. Where? Huh, it's interesting Ken's not up here. I just realized that.
This man is dead, Cornelia. Nothing we do will change that.
What? Cornelia, this man, this Kenzo, what's his name? Yes, Kenzo, he's dead. What? I understand, Captain, but what you need to understand is that closing the case this way will reflect badly on our organization. That neither your business nor responsibility, Surgeon Delia. The man was interrupted by a voice coming from the communicator. What? Captain, there's a doctor here. His name is Pax, and he wants to... What? We don't need that dipshit here. Sergeant Delia. We'll return to this later. I'm coming, Rama. We don't let civilians in. Move along. I'm a Gamedec. What do I care? She paused and looked at me for a while. Hey, you're the one who got this kid out. Who was he? The son of some... Who got... The son of some BWI big shot? I've heard good things about you. You can come in. What happened to Ken?
You can't just close the case. Not like this.
The Outranger frantically flipped through the data on the infolia. She didn't pay attention to me. Ken Zhao's death. What's your hypothesis? Why? Did you hear the story the captain is trying to shove down our throats? The beacon bullshit. Are you suggesting that the captain is deliberately obstructing the investigation? The woman's face turns gray and she makes a quick hand gesture, as if she were brushing dust off her armor. I didn't say anything of the sort. I'm sure the captain is acting in accordance with applicable regulations. He repeated the gesture. Recognize. Let's go. I smiled to myself. She was recording our conversation. Okay, so what do you think happened? He was shot, that's certain. But not by a beacon. A human did this. You flew here with an entire unit. Is there anything I should know about it? I wouldn't call us a unit yet. We still need to work some things out, and I'm not sure we ever will. So far, it's a group of mavericks. The drone operator is a spoiled kid in an unbelievable expensive gin skin. Captain Balsai struggled with his own demons, and then there's Tancred. The drone operators use an expensive gin skin? Can Outrangers even use those? They can. It's actually safer that way, and yes, it's terribly expensive. I've never seen one like this before. I'll send you an article. What do you mean when you say the captain struggles with his own demons? Let's keep this, but you're recording. Let's keep this between you and me, but he's been acting really weird. Work used to be the most important thing for him, but now, it's just a hunch. But it seems as though he's struggling between his duty and emotions. No, not like that. He seems conflicted between service and family, but I might be wrong. I'm not a telepath. Either way, something's eating him and it's sad. Oh. They killed my boy. Wrong. Abduction. He seems conflicted between... Oh, we did that. Your name is Cornelia Delio. Quite peculiar. What's it to you, pal? I didn't choose my name or my surname. It's from the Rejuvenation era. I guess it's fine, but I hate Cornelia. It was my grandma's name. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Where did he die, actually? Oh, wait. Trash can. The garbage can be faced in plastic concrete, as if it was saying, I'll stay here forever. Inspect it first. It was filled with cheap game pill packets, disposable drug dispensers, and bottom shelf liquor bottles. truck. A few dozen pounds of trash in one can, and there was 6 just like this in the area. A polis produces tons of garbage every day. And for what? To immerse in unreal worlds, to plunge into intoxication, because God forbid we realize we can find relief in the eyes of another person. And I really don't want to do this. However, because I like the roleplay, Ken is dead. The net's probably going down, and the sheriff is trying to get her out. So I think right now we need to start being a little assertive because we've been used up. Life is a game with no rules, and if you don't trust the system, it will betray you. You don't hesitate, and if you trust the system, it will betray you. You don't hesitate to use forceful solutions. But yeah, let's do it. Because we're getting used up right now. And for what? To immerse in an unreal world? To plunge the intoxication into intoxication, because God forbid we realize we can find relief in the eyes of another person. Search it. I put my arm deep inside the sea of waste, some leftovers from overcooked dumplings stuck to my sleeve. Not only did I not find anything useful, but the wet dough left a greasy stain and a bad smell. That's fine. Next. Beowulf transporter. Beowulf, the Outranger's vehicle. They must have arrived, didn't it? Look through the window. Outrangers have their quirk. For one, they adore fresh air, so the windows in their vehicles are always half open. They also dislike circuitry, so I wasn't surprised to see an ignition slot. The key was missing though. The driver must have had it. We're not doing that right now. Nope. Full setup. Can you tell us what you're doing? I'm expecting the MCC beacon. So you need to move your hands like this. Do you remember Mac? Yeah, it's similar to opening a window. Director. And how is the inspection going? The beacon's broken. Damage. Model. The beacon looked like a random hookup after 16 hours in bed. Useless. Is that good, Martin? I could try using another approach when this junk. Leave it like that in the script writer, my dear, but they're killing it. I'm sorry, but I can't. Beat it, dickhead. Again with this flying therapeutic shit. Better than your hollow movies, assholes. Alright, let's go, Mac. We'll come back when... Oh, crap. Let's do the tanker.
You're here to piss me off, aren't you?
Fabio. A virtual projection of a bird perched itself on the Morbrim soldier and stared at me with its huge black eyes while sharpening its claws. Huh? Hey Morai, my name is Fabio, cause I'm fucking fabulous. Of course you are. Dual mass therapy. Sorry, Professor, but could you tell us again how exactly this therapy works? I have to admit, I don't quite understand your explanation. Oh, pardon me. I always go too fast and my students get confused. I'm not your student, sir. No, that's a pity. So about this therapy. Yes, the two-mass therapy is the latest creation of the Ease Your Mind Company, EYM for short. It's been developed exclusively for the owners of Mobriums, and to be precisely honest, I'm skeptical about this solution. You said that already, sir. I would like me to explain how it works. Yes, sorry. Two-mass therapy is offered to people who have experienced severe psychological trauma and suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. EYM has built a program, or rather a therapeutic game, that reaches quite deep into the patient's psyche. Could you say more? Yes, the basic rule of therapy says that it should allow the client or the patient to deal with the reality, together with its challenges, stresses, and problems on their own. They should be able to maintain a certain balance between regression and aggression, which means regression is a form of childish behavior, but isn't that healthy? It is, but not when you're faced with an important decision. That is not the time for thumb sucking and daydreaming. You know what I mean? I do. Now then, aggression is the opposite of regression. Excessive stress that leads to an unhealthy confrontation, such as inflicting pain on yourself and others. What does it have to do with the two mass therapy? Well, two mass control the client's stress levels. As long as it's optimal, they don't intervene. But as soon as its value crosses a minimum of or maximum threshold, one of the two masks is activated. A patient can only choose their names and appearance. Everything else is controlled by the program. And how does it work? Well, let's assume the patient's stress level has exceeded the maximum threshold. The corresponding mask, let's call it Bobby, activates, and three things happen. First of all, the person talking to the patient begins to see Bobby. That's a clear sign that a therapeutic program has been activated. Secondly, the patient's subconsciousness is transferred to a mini virtualium where they learn how to deal with excessive stress in controlled conditions. It's like a combat training room. So we could say the patient gets switched off? Yes and no. Bobby is a program that synchronizes with certain areas of the patient's psyche. This way, the person talking to a patient can receive clear signals about what led to them switching off. That's exactly what concerns me about the therapeutic program. Those Bobbies can act quite strangely. Instead of explaining what causes stress for the patient, they make people around them uncomfortable. Still, it's the client that goes through the therapy, not the people around them. It's not that simple. The patient's family could be in pain too. Besides, Bobbies sometimes break through to volitional areas of the psyche and start to manipulate their interlocutors. Personally, I advise against this kind of therapy, and I don't know why uniformed soldiers, the outrangers to be specific, have decided to purchase this program. There are better, well-tested options. Maybe because Bobbies can take the form of animated animals. Maybe. Or maybe because EYM has won the tender by taking the price. You said that the program has been developed exclusively for the owners of mobile rooms. Why is that? Because of the mini virtualia. Only owners of mobile rooms can switch off in the middle of a walkway and almost immediately enter a virtualium. Organics need couches for that. That's fair. But what does the second Bobby do? The one that activates due to the excessive regression. When the second Bobby activates, the patient enters a virtualium where they can grow up and face challenges while remaining in a pleasant state of regression. In a nutshell. Well, I feel like I like what I'm hearing. You've convinced me. I don't like it at all. Believe me, you shouldn't mess around with a person's psyche at such a deep level as 2 Mass does. It reminds me of the cases from the game called Abyss. I don't advise it. You know more. Broadcast to episode 286. Host Jordan Springer. Guest Professor Logan Ramsey. Outrangers. Let me tell you, Christ-sake, there's no real men anymore. No, there certainly aren't enemy, unless we're talking about the Outrangers. Oh yeah, they're Superman. They are Superman. I wish I knew one. Well, here's your chance because I've invited a real green one. You didn't. Lieutenant Adams, you can come out now. Please join us. Oh wow, a real ranger. Please have a seat. But do sit next to me. God, look at that armor. It's getting hot in here, isn't it? Hey there, stud. Hello, ladies. Lieutenant, please tell us a little about yourself. You can start with your address. Wilma, have you looked at the man? Okay, where do I start? The Outrangers are a paramilitary organization starting in 2073. A bit less historical, a bit more personal, please. Emily is an international organization working in close cooperation with the Mutation Control Center. We are trained and prepared to penetrate areas beyond the ABBs. Penetrate. Interesting. I have to agree with you on that one, Emily. Usually we fly over the jungle. but sometimes we perform foot patrols, which are extremely dangerous. There are also rescue missions. When some reckless tourist goes on a trip beyond the ABBs on their own. Exactly, ma'am. We also perform maintenance on MCC beacons, fetch data for them, and protect the residents of the polis lowest levels. It's so romantic. I'm absolutely fascinated or in lust. I can give you my address if you still. Yes, please. Gossip and comments. Wow. Guest Lieutenant Soma Adams. Okay. Gunshot hop. What is this? Which if we do brain fixer, lower stress levels. Which way are you going? I need you. I don't mind Fabio, but come on. I scanned her brain. She was stuck in some virtualium, but some of her neural structures were active and linked to the bird's programming. Using the safe software in her brain, I agitated the amygdala in the area responsible for relaxation. There we go. Fuck. Why am I so pissed off? Life goes on. People are what they are. Fuck this. Why bother? Lower the stress. I scanned her brain. Saying, oh, we need to go this way, don't we? Raise. I scanned her brain. Same thing. And what the fuck are you staring at, huh? My feathers are getting wet. Tank's red, just standing there. This is fuck. Saying. What the fuck are you, Ask about Ken's, oh, that's cool. Ask about Ken's death. How do you think Ken died? I don't know, but it wasn't the beacon. The cat may know something. It's got access to a part of my psyche from which I'm currently separated. I'd like to take a look at that beacon. Is that okay? MCC beacons are serious gear. Scanners, weapons, AI. You have to be authorized to tinker with them. We're raising it. Rolls and power fist clench. The fucking rain is dark and slippery, and I'm sure the sidewalk isn't secure. Let's get it done and get the fuck out of here. I scanned her. Her brain was in the behemoth's stomach, hidden in the safe that can serve as a virtual helmet. I decided to zoom into the limbic system. Using her own safe, I stimulated the part of her amygdala responsible for increasing mental tension. The Morbrium's shoulders rose and his powerful fist clenched. The fucking rain. Oh, we've done that. A semi-transmatic cat appears at the Morbrium's feet and starts licking its paw. It had to be yet another projection. Oh, hello there. My, what wonderful weather we're having. Well, we haven't been introduced yet, haven't we? I'm Behemoth. And you are. I was told you know something about Ken's death. Is that right? My friend, you have come here for favors without even a drop of booze or any respect for the rule of quid pro quo. How rude. I think you're a reasonable person. Someone who could help Tancred with my assistance. For that, we need the function key from her Morbrium. If you were to stumble upon it and bring it back, I'll be grateful. I mean, Tancred will be grateful, of course. Where can I find it? Maybe it's in one of the compartments on her Morbrium? I'm not sure, you see. I don't have access to that part of her mind. I only know she doesn't have it on her. Must have lost it or something. He licks his paw and looks at me, turning his head. His pupil dilated in that moment. He reminded me of a small, helpless kitten. This is interesting. I scanned her brain, but some of them connected to the cat program. Lick himself. Wait, lower. What bliss? Lower. lower. The Morbius shoulder seemed to drop and his hips swayed. Huh? What was I talking about my childhood of? Why was I thinking about my childhood all of a sudden? A wonderful, long forgotten memory. Not sure why I'm telling you this. Boom, fucking teleportation. Here I am again, so tell me, what the fuck did you do? Or actually shut up, otherwise you'll just piss me off. Tancred's function key. Who would have it? Rather, who does Tancred consider her friend? Probably that beacon guy. His name is Venom. Fucking Venom. Venom goddamn Vera. I'm serious, that's his name. Now we're raising. The fact that it's two people in one is crazy. Raise. And that's basically what it's like. It's weird. The malfunctioned MCC beacon had been dragged down the pavement and was clumsily swaying through the drift field. Check specifications. Long-range scanners, high-quality cameras and microphones, quantum noses, capable of differentiating 4 trillion smells. A plasma gun with adjustable power and caliber, in a nutshell, a must-have in every household. Check the gun registry. I opened up the window that monitored gun functions and started looking through the data. The last shot was registered the week before, aimed at a rat climbing up a nearby tower. The rodent was hit, fell off the wall, and did not return. The beacon's gun hadn't fired once since then. Check the name. I opened the device. Name is 047 MCC 723-627 Tinker JR. Remove the battery. These are very useful friendly devices. I studied the manual engraved on the armor, pressed some sensors, waited for the panel to move aside, and watched as the battery slid into my hand. The beacon began an emergency system shutdown. I watched it turn itself off and walked away.
Weather's beautiful, isn't it?
Trash can. It looks disgusting. When I look closer to it, the stench hits my nostrils, which immediately made my throat swell. I had to suppress my gag reflex, resurging through it. Try not to touch its sticky edges. I failed. Just below the layer, I reached some sticky liquid, probably the same stuff that ran down the sides of the bin. Reach deeper. I plunged my hand deeper and pushed through some things I didn't want to picture. The tips of my fingers finally reached a warm metal object. Take it. I pulled out a metal box and wiped the slime off. It was a med battery that got me interested. Graffiti. Analyze it. Sidewalk graffiti were not a common sight. The ones who made the permanent paint, so the color stayed. That one was made with permanent paint, so the color stayed vivid despite attempts at heavy cleaning. Let's take a closer look. Under the large inscription that read, "Analyze it," there was a smaller one. The end of iteration is near. Was it really? That was how war drivers marked the city system control networks they had opened. Look for access. These places are described as interfering. They had something to do with harmonic oscillations. I didn't quite get it, but I knew how to look. I gained access to devices centered to the city realistic network. Bizarre name. Look for the drones. I issued some commands and the system displayed all surveillance drones within its range. Rami, Pentagon, Outranger. Look for drones. I issued some commands. More. Rami, Pentagon, Outranger. Gunshot. Huh.
Yes, I am that famous director. No, I don't have a role for you.
The guy was skinny. This guy was skinny, wore massive glasses with a secondary active pair on his neck and some brightly glowing digital lenses in his eyes. He kept looking around impatiently, as if looking for something beautiful, ugly, sensational, inspirational. That I didn't know. Yes, I'm the famous director. No, I don't have a role for you, though visually you fit in right in. I'm only important stuff, please. I'm busy. How have you been here long? For well, a while. Still should have come sooner. They say some guy fell from the sky. That's what I heard, at least. That's why we're here, actually. Guy falls from the sky. Rangers arrive. Mac and I receive word and come too. That big green mobrium in the Outranger side. Can you tell me something about her? Tancred, fascinating story. Could make for a great hollow movie. We're getting ready to film a feature on her. That's why we're here. Problem is, she has therapeutic programs that activate upon feeling strong emotions. Then she becomes hard to talk to. Darkness reign and ruins all Warsaw of Warsaw. Darkness reign and ruins of Warsaw below us. Great setting for a hollow movie, right? Damn right. Don't have to change anything really, but it's always been that way. The story matters more than the scenery. Effects, animations, makeup, it's so easy to get that stuff done than the damn AIs could handle. We have a shortage of stories that don't trickle some vain instinct, but move you to the core. Dialogue, characters, that's what I'm here. That's what I'm after. That's you. And then Mark.
You do recognize me, don't you?
It was a gynoid, a female-shaped humanoid, the newest model by the Interscope Corporation, green lip and green makeup. Hard to say if it was real. Looking like she was posing for a micro camera, I could see the device, so I couldn't say for sure. Her mechanical face expressed seductive contemplation as she arched and curved her figure. Who are you anyway? You don't know me? How embarrassing. Mac 4, actress and first model to pose in the modrium. I thought my fame was... Ugh, never mind. I'm getting ready for a role. We'll be reenacting the story of Tancred, one of the Greens. I hope I do well. I'm here because of the guy's death. Did you see? Do you know anything? No, Martin told me something cool was happening in Low City and I could do research for my role, so we came. Poor guy was already dead. What do you think about the Outrangers? Interesting question. Until now, I thought they were just nature-loving simpletons that hated technology. But get this, the famous troublemaker, Ramo Martin of Sydneyland, is one of them. That guy knows how to party. See for yourself. She blinks her metallic eyelids and sends me a link to an article. I just realized there was stuff over here. Where did you send it? Legit, where did they send it? Maybe it was that? Okay, more people popped up. Bliss, Captain Basilets. A tragic accident happened today on the other side of the ABBs. Oh, this is what When the rescue team arrived, Dr. Samuel P. made the dramatic decision to decapitate the patient, who turned out to be a civilian. Unconfirmed sources claim the man, Michael S., didn't have the required pheromone implants that protect the Outrangers against mutated fauna. The same sources suggest that the victim was closely related to Captain Bernardo B., the commander of the ill-fated patrol. The captain has initiated court proceedings regarding the decapitation of Michael S. The trespassing of the ABB by an unvaccinated civilian will be, to quote Harold Orion, the Outrager spokesman, investigated internally. Stay tuned for sports and e-news. Don't go anywhere. Martin 32. This will be what she sent us. filming the filmmakers. The first question for our guest, the controversial director known as Martin32. Forgive me, I cannot pronounce his full name. Martin? Yes. Are you ready for a flurry of questions? Always. Is it true you like pierogi? I love pierogi. What is your best then? How I Unleashed the Second Media War. What is your best film? How I Unleashed the Second Media War. The worst one? That one is yet to be made. What do you love? Or Briams? What do you hate? AI. It's despicable when inanimate objects try to imitate people. You've never made a hollow movie with a digital actor. Geshna forbid. What do you strive to be? Perfection. Your biggest blunder? Let me think. I got it. Nam's theme, the lead actor in Starring Stars, come on set in the suit with middle layers, would have 9 Newton liquid, which is the kind of liquid that solidifies on impact. That day we were going to shoot a scene with Jessica Bond punches him in the stomach. She's a powerful woman. So what happened? The night before, Nahum was showing off in a bar wearing the exact same suit that he had borrowed from Jasmine, our costume designer. Without my knowledge and very secretly, he was so wasted he couldn't see the leaves from some of his stomach pockets. I think I know where this is going. We started shooting, Jessica hit home, and he bent over and spat blood. The crew was panic struck. The doctor with a med box was on set. We always have one when we shoot violent scenes. The robot put some pipe in his mouth, stretched something up, and in the end the scene looked so good it was actually better than all the stars and stars. In fact, it was in the extras and we made more from that than the Hollow movie. So it wasn't really a blunder. No, not really. Anyway, I realized then how fragile life was. Rama. Speaking of Australian millionaires, do you hear the news about the Martins? I didn't tell me. Their youngest, you know him, Rama, a well-known mischief maker, that one. He's only young biologically, though. He got himself a BLB recently. Yes, I know, and not a BLB, but a Mobrium. Brain of 10. Oh, they stopped producing to protect themselves against losing their fortune. Anyway, picture this. They threw a party in the high sky sphere. The largest and highest in Sydneyland, obviously, and wholly owned by the Mattins. God, how I love to marry one of them. Hang on, the party right. Drones flying around, champagne for 3,000 credits a bottle. The social creme de la creme. An opera singer, that was her name, Sophia Turnbuck? Yes, her. And she's on this hovering anti-G stage. It's like a dream. The music, the applause, and everything. And you have frames made of actual gold flying around, displaying masterpieces of that painter. Shoot, what was it with me and the names again? Emmanuel Rex. That's it. His art is a bit unsettling, right? It looks like realities pressing through each other. It was actually a charity auction. I think they raised money for extending the ABB barriers to areas belonging to the Aberrines or something. The ocean flooded quite a lot of land there, you know. Right. Now listen to this. One of the drones that poured champagne was actually controlled by Rama. I hear he's quite tech savvy. It looks like the machine was just flying around pouring drinks, but it was taking photos and recording the unsuspecting guests. God. And the son of a gun put it all on the screens at one point. Suddenly, the audience seen Miss Turnbull's terrible armpit wrinkle because you know she's a natural and doesn't do any plastic surgery, with a caption that says, "Gross. No." And Mr. Rex ears winkle. Because as artists often do, we have to age with dignity with his words. You got to be kidding me. The Mattins are idiots. They know as much about art as Aborigines do about astronomy. He said that seriously. But that's not all. Lady Hamilton, she was there too? Sure she was. That sneaky bastard Remy recorded her too. First he zoomed in on her nose hair, then showed what she had said. What do you think? What will that old fool realize that Taj is cheating on him? Oh my God. Wait, but Taj is the wife of Rama's father, Romulus, right? And she's cheating on him? According to Lady Hamilton, she is. And these are just 3 of some 20 tasty bits from which Rama treated his guests. He managed to turn everyone against each other. Then Delia Matin, the family matriarch, is in charge of the Empire's assets and liabilities, told his grandson to wait. How did she put it? Well, the woman basically banished and disinherited him. She said that he had to spend 10 years living like a low city commoner, deprived of luxuries and exposed to dangers and hardships, or else he'd lose all claims to the fortune, and then she banished him from Australia. Oh man, and he lasts 10 years? Then he'll come back into her favor. But do you realize what 10 years without luxuries must mean to a dandy like him? Fragments, they'll program nothing in the morning. Ask if she's a robot. I don't mean to offend you, but I honestly don't know if I'm talking to a robot or a woman using a mobrium. So could you excuse me? I am human. My brain is sitting in the belly of this beautiful mobrium. But I understand your confusion. This one's a purse shell. They're made to order. It captures my real features. Cool, right? Okay, I think all we technically know so far is a gunshot hypothesis. However, we were also told he fell by someone. That he fell off a building. Let's keep that in the tuck. But I think this is where we are gonna end this. Poor Ken. What is this? Learn the hypothesis about Ken, and I don't know what this is. Deduce how Ken. Oh, fine. Either way, yeah, this is where we're gonna end it. And we'll come back soon. I'm still so upset about that last case. Anyway, thank you everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic time and see you soon.